Hello everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Rochelle Smith and I'm from Stamping Flair. It's great to have you here for my card creation series. Today is my first for September, which I have one every Sunday at 8 o'clock in the evening. And today I'm creating with the winter scene stamp set, and I'll be creating with that all of September. So this is the winter scene stamp set. This is actually an online exclusive product, and it's a beautiful stamp set, and I will talk more about this in a minute. But I've got the mini catalog which went live on Wednesday this past week. So I have mailed out the catalogs to my customers, and if you haven't got one, please let me know by the end of this week. You should have it. And if you haven't got it, so just give me a call or email. If you would like one and you live in Australia, email me and I will get one out to you. It is filled with beautiful products. I love Christmas, so it's got lots of Christmas products, but it's got lots of other products as well. And you can find the link to view this catalog at online at on my blog, stampingflair.com. But while there's lots of Christmas, it also has all occasions, so it's not necessarily just Christmas. And you can see scrapbooking and 3D projects and lots of I think this particular set reminds me a lot of Australian sort of native flowers. It just reminds me of a bit of landscape floral images. And you can do tags. The sentiments you can use from different sets. So take a whether they're Christmas or otherwise, you've got new embossing folders, embellishments, ribbons. I'm just flicking through just briefly so you can have a look. Like something like this is not necessarily Christmas. These are a great set of nesting dies. And you've got birthday and hello, thinking of you, different sentiments in there. So a bit of a mix there, suited for different occasions, different styles. We've got, everyone has different styles. We've got some autumn, more rustic colors, and there was some online exclusives released as well on Wednesday. So that's where I'm bringing in the winter scene stamp set, and check them out because there's lots of products that have come in. So please make sure you check them out because you don't want to miss out on all that. I'm going to bring this in a bit closer. Please say hi if you're watching me right now, or watching on replay. Hi Anita, lovely to see you, and hello Evelyn. I apologize if you can hear. It's the rain. It is really heavy, and I'm hoping this stream comes through clearly as well. It has been crazy windy today, and the rain has just hit here. Oh, YouTube, it didn't come through to YouTube. Oh, well, I'll have to upload it later. I'm not sure why. So thank you so much for joining me on Facebook. Sometimes I don't know what goes on. I definitely click, but I don't know. It has a mind of its own. Never mind. So throughout the month, I will be using all 4 images so we can get a bit of a feel for all of it. On the weekend or yesterday, I actually used one of these for our catalog launch with the Stamping Lounge, and I loved it. You can't hear. Oh, you can't hear the rain. Oh, I was worried you couldn't hear me. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. And yeah, it was just coming down before. So I'm just going to stamp this image, and I'm going to make sure. I'm just stamping it in tuxedo black. And I can bring in the camera a bit closer if that's better. Just never know with technology what's going to happen. It's like a potluck. So I have die cut this from the perennial postage dies. What I've been finding lately, sometimes if I am creating like in bulk, I just stamp a whole lot of images, color them in, layer them onto another, maybe die cut them out of different shapes, layer them, and then assemble my card. Instead of like assembling card by card, I sort of start them off and then go with it and see where they end up. And that kind of has been making the process a bit quicker, because then you've got your base done, your focal point somewhat done, and it makes it a little bit, it has made my life a little bit easier, maybe because then the big part is done, right? So I have got Old Olive and Mossy Meadow here, and we're coloring the trees with, going to start with Old Olive, and I'll add a bit of shading as well. Let me just make sure I'm getting some. So I've got in between there, you've got some like the snow, and I'm going with light Old Olive. It's thundering and crazy weather. It was a bit sunny, and it was quite sunny this morning, and I went and did some, or we went and did some grocery shopping, but it was windy. I haven't had the air conditioner on this morning. It was warm, and then it got this rain. You never know what's happening. That's right. With technology, you just don't know. But I'll upload it to YouTube, so we'll have it for good. I think just a bit of the dark Old Olive. Maybe I'll bring it a little bit closer. Sometimes it's easier to see. Now I'll add some light Mossy Meadow on those trees at the back. So even though I've stamped it in black, just adding some shading will bring that. This, for me, this is reminiscent of my, not that I had snow, definitely not in Sri Lanka, but it's reminiscent of childhood Christmases where we got Christmas cards from overseas, which were very like picture postcard style images like this, where a lot of snowy scenes and sleighs and people in horse-drawn carriages. It was that sort of, our friends in England and America used to send all those old style, Christmas cards. I'm just dotting this with light Old Olive, just a little bit, just to add some greenery there. Hi, Camilla. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining me from Norway. That's lovely. Where are we? So the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of this Mossy Meadow. Let's go. Did I do it right? I did light moss. I might have done even light Mossy Meadow. It's very kind of, you get mixed up with the Old Olive sometimes. Just going along that line kind of thing. So for the water, I'll just leave that aside. I'm bringing Balmy Blue and some Misty Moonlight. So I'll pull that a bit so you can see the colors at least. So we'll go with light Balmy Blue. Some of my Sri Lankan friends live in Norway. I think they're back in Sri Lanka now. And dark balmy blue. And actually, if you don't like coloring, I mean, these are small scenes, so it's not a big sort of undertaking to color this. It's just, you know, small scenes. But if you just wanted, you can do this like in sort of a sepia look, like browns or crumb cake or something like that. You could do that. Just and leave it. It's nice, like it's a beautiful image. And then we can add a little bit of misty moonlight just in pockets. My brush is not so good. So I'm just keeping it light, kind of, just a bit of under those snowy bits. Ice, I should say. Just adding a little bit of shading. And then we can come in with the dark and blend that in, the dark balmy blue. So through this class, what I'm going to be doing is adding the kits will include the quarter pack of the Traditions of Christmas DSP. So I've mixed that in, and that's how my class, the basic kit, it's inclusive. My brush end looks like some of yours, Anita. Yes, it's I need to sort of, I think, have some for get some slowly extra more, get a few more Stampin Blends. I think every order I need to add to my pack. So for the clouds, I'm kind of going, and actually I might add a bit more extension here. It doesn't help that I do a fair bit of splattering and things. But you've got to enjoy your, coloring. Do what needs to be done. I'm just bringing in my color lifter and blending that in. Now, why did I do that? I was just making sure that there was not any residue of another color that I have lifted. That's there. And I'll blend that out. I will be adding some other color there. Okay. So for the sky, I'm going to go use light Pool Party and light Cloud Cover. And I'm kind of just stippling, yeah. So it's not the real way you would use, I guess, Stampin Blends, but it's what I'm doing for this particular. This is light, yeah. And then I will use the color lifter to blend it out. And that color lifter does some, makes a difference. I'm just doing the light Pool Party. Then I will bring in, you do have to give your color lifter some time. And this was kind of, when I tried it out, it was like an axia. It just went a bit weird. And then I thought, oh, I do like how it's turning out. It went, it sort of gave that nice wintry sky look, which I liked. And then when you blend ink into it, it looks nice. See how it's blending? Like that stippling doesn't look so messy. There, I hope you can see that. It sort of looks more like a haze. And then I will bring in my cloud cover. Now I have this, as well as I do have a stamping spot which I have filled with cloud cover, but for ease I use this. Demonstrators in Australia still can purchase this. It's available as far as I'm aware. You can, but as customers, you will need to purchase the Stamping Spot 5-pack and the ink refill for Cloud Cover to get, because Cloud Cover is not available as an ink pad. We had some issues with the ink pad. So, but the Stamping Spot is good. So I get that. So get that in there. Blend it nicely in there. And it's going to give you a nice haze. It's got a sort of that look. You could even blend it further in there. And this is your focal point. So I am spending a little bit of time. The next is just, I'm just assembling basically. So it's not too, not too much effort as such. So I'm bringing that down a little bit. And it'll blend that. And so it's got that color there. So it's like a cloud, like a lift of the, what you get in the, when it's darker there. So we'll now layer that onto a, what was it have I got? Let me get my stuff out here. Got some bits and pieces. Pull it all out. That. All right, I'll put my things away. Pull that in. All right, so this is just a matte layer which I've got just a fine margin. Could make this darker even if you wanted. You will see my original. I have actually made it darker, so I will do that. And it's not going to affect the Misty Moonlight up the top because this is a lighter blue. You can, I think it's going to be more effective like that. Right, that's nice. Okay. Now what I've got is I mix this with the designer series paper from the Country Woods. So that I thought creates that nice look with this particular set. And so I'm layering that onto Misty Moonlight. And I'm layering this onto Early Espresso. So the tutorials, I email them out at the end of the series so that like it's not, I don't release the whole class before, but once the series is over, it's also available for immediate download. Like last month's floral charm is available, so but you can purchase it now, and I always email it ready to go. So that Country Woods is a nice designer series paper. It's versatile. It works with a lot of sets, and it's good to, it's across the board. Like you can use it for masculine and seasonal, like different seasons as well. So here I'm using it for a Christmas card. So I've embossed this cloud cover piece with the birch embossing folder. It's come up really nice. Sometimes, like, you know, it might not look as effective, but you can see all the embossed bits there look really effective. So I'll glue that there. What have we been up to this weekend? Everyone's been busy. I was feeling super tired today. I don't know. I think I had a full day yesterday. That's what it was. And after the launch, I went and saw my daughter's. Well, she was helping at her all school's musical, so went and saw the musical. Then after that, we went out for dinner at the Pancake Parlor. So we were there till like 1:45 in the morning. Came home about 1:30. So we had a big night. So now what I've done, I thought this worked well with our little trees. This is from the Scenic Adventure Dies. So I have it look and see with your products what kind of goes with what you're doing. Hi Sandra, lovely to see you. You had a great time yesterday. That's awesome. Yeah, it was fun. I'm sorry to leave, and then we just had a bit of a travel to go there, and yeah, I was pretty exhausted, and I'd been at musical the night before as well, so it was pretty. It was fun though. It was lots of fun, and of course, I think after you have those sort of events, you're all, you know, you're hyped up and everyone's excited, and the teachers were sitting around having a chat, and everyone was enjoying themselves. Getting some mossy meadow. I'm using, yes, yeah, look around with your sets, and like you'll have a look and see, oh, is there some grassy things or like little trees or something that would enhance what I'm using with in my project. It might be something obscure, and that's what I flick through my dies and I go, oh, let's see, what can I use? It might have nothing to do with Christmas or nothing to do with that, but it might be just a shape even, you know. So I'll bring this in and I'll add dimensionals. This particular card, now I made it Christmas, you could easily make this just a masculine card or a birthday card for anyone really. That's the good thing with this set. It's not specific or enjoy your adventures, or right, someone who's having a gap year or going exchange student or something like that. You would be tired too, Sandra and Anita. Sometimes, like, when you're concentrating and creating, and even though you're having fun, sometimes it's intense when you're doing stuff. I mean, so I'm just gonna add. Yeah, you can see I've used this for something else. I've done some stamping on that, but we recycle. I'm just trimming the end of that, and I will leave it like that because I'm going to show you what I'm doing next. So this piece is this little, it's a tiny little bit. It's from the Weekend Adventures scrapbook kit. It's the designer series paper. And I'm just using my end of my scissors just to roughen one side up. Just to make it a little bit more rustic. If you wanted to, you can tear it up as well. And then I also have this Traditions of Christmas designer series paper. If just this paper is a specialty paper, it's got gold on one side, but the other side is very like simple and neutral. You can use it. So look at papers like that. Again, nothing Christmassy about this. You can use it for other things. And this class, I'm using the Traditions of Christmas, and you'll get a portion of it in your kit. I'm just snipping that, and I'm going to do the same edging on both sides. Just gives it a bit of an organic feel to it, just like that. So then we'll go something like that, and I'll probably trim it down a bit. Okay, so we can take this off. And stick that down. Something like that. And I'll glue them together. I'm just catching up on all your comments. I love that everyone's with Stamping Lounge, how we've become like a friendship group, and that's just really nice. That I think it's the community that's important, and that's what we wanted when we started, and that was the aim for us. And that's fun when we all chat. Oh, you made all the projects today? Awesome. That's really good, because it's hard sometimes to keep the momentum, and then you sort of, I'm one for doing classes and then I hang on to the things and never end up finishing things. I'll do 6 out of 8 and the last 2 remain. Jenny was on fire yesterday. She was going. Oh, that's so kind, Sandra. We love it. We enjoy it. Next week, mystery stamping. I'm concocting up something. Now, so I've got a piece of cloud cover for the sentiment. I've taken the sentiment from the Jolly Delivery stamp set, and I've just used the Merry Christmas and Happy Wishes. You could use that. You could use whatever you want. I honestly didn't have much sentiments from current stamp sets. And I thought I need to get some. I have stamp sets, but not many in those small sort of sentiments. But you can use any stamp set you have. I'm sure you have plenty in your stash. So just use whatever. Because in the kit you won't get the stamp images, but use anything works with things like this. So trim this down. I stamped in early espresso. I didn't. Right, so I'm going to glue that there, but first I am going to get my twine, which is I have no idea how this even unravel, but it has. It's a mess. I don't know how. Maybe I blame my cats. No, I don't think so. Look at it. I don't know. I just saw it. I didn't even realize. I wonder. Oh, I have no explanation. Maybe I should have looked at this before at the class, eh? As long as I can, if not, I am going to use, this might be when I'm bored job. That's all right, as long as I have enough for a ball for now. That can wait for when I'm awake. So fairly biggish boy, because I'm putting that under the sentiment. Not more long tails kind of thing, but yeah, let's see. That's a disaster. I don't know. Yeah, that'll do. Because we'll put this here. And we can put our sentiment like this over it. I know, it's so tangled. I honestly don't know what happened there. It's just something is fun, isn't it? So it's just so nice to see what everyone uses and comes up with. It's again another interpretation, you know, of products. I feel I'll do that a bit longer. At least there was enough for my bow. That looks better. Alrighty. So this way, and kind of halfway. So I'll have it like that. For the inside, I've just got this part, and I've got a piece of cloud cover which I've embossed, and then I think I'll get a bit of this DSP just to bring in that old olive in. Is that enough? Maybe I'll be able to use this bit. Might as well use this scrappy bit. Approximately 10. Then I know how much that didn't cut. Yeah, let me try here. I still haven't bought the bundles that go with this paper. I just bought the paper and the embellishments. Then the next order, I bought the ribbon, and so I'm buying it in stages. Just like I'm like everybody else, you can't get everything. You just buy what you need to buy at the time. I think I need a bit more cloud cover on that. Oh, you like the card? Thank you so much, Anita and Sandra. Then we'll add a little bit of this. The green check is the traditions of Christmas. It's the back of this one. I know, and now you say I just use the scrap. I was going to use a bigger piece, but just use what you've got for those insides. I can use so you can get rid of those bits. And then we'll add some embellishments. So these are the traditional sparkling sequins. You'll be able to make this card tomorrow while you're on a roll there, Sandra. So I kind of went against the 3 rules. So, and it kind of worked. So you will see what I mean. I still did it in an odd way, but it's not odd numbers. And they say put it in 3s, but you can sometimes get away with it. So I've done 2 and 2, and my what do you call my justification for it is it's like it's in a triangular formation. So you've got your 1, 2, 3, like my center, and I've got it's working with the eye. So you've got that sort of a look, and I'm not having it like in the same, one's going this way, one's going that way, and then you've got this formation. So it's still kind of forming that triangular feature on the card, even though I've got 2 and 2. And it looks okay. So if it looks okay to me, I'm happy with it, even though there is a rule to follow. Rules can be broken if it looks okay. That's my theory. So there you go. I don't know. Maybe you don't agree, but that's what I'm thinking. That let me know whether you think it looks ridiculous. But that's my card. That's the one I made, and that was the one I've done earlier. And so you'll see this one was a little bit patchier, and I had more cloud cover in it as a. Yeah, that's right. When you can't go outside, stay warm and craft. Thank you so much, Evelyn. You're a blue person, like the blues. Yeah, so that's the 2 cards. I'm glad I'm getting some Christmas cards done. Do you like that, Sandra? Break the rules. That's it. All right. Thank you so much. Rules are meant to be broken, Rochelle. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a lovely week ahead, and I will catch you during the week. I hope on Wednesday, and joining on Wednesday last week. I think I missed out, but I will plan to be there on Wednesday. All right. Thanks, everyone. Catch you next week. Bye-bye.